Fruit beverage, fruit cocktail. Ultimately, DZP is.
Yes, this is it, man.
It's the way for you to go.
This is it.
You can't go around.
You can taste the love.
Don't quit acting fake and be real to my face. Are you sad? Cause I can't be defeated. Welcome back to the Say Some Show. I'm your host, Summer, aka Say Some, aka Female Drakäz. And I'm back once again with a boss ass video. Obviously. Now, if you're new to the Super Sailor team, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the movement. And if you like what you see, you like what you hear, and you like the way I make you feel, go ahead and give yourself the okay to give me a thumbs up and leave yourself a comment below, because I mean that's the least you can do. Now today's Wednesday, and you know on Wednesdays we are freak leak. So let's get into something a little tasty.
My name is Denzel. I am the creator of Dzp Punches. I overall just love punch, so I said why not turn it into some kind of a business. It was started off with just friends and family, and now it's branched off into friends of friends and family of family.
Alright, so we're gonna indulge in some DZP, you get me? Alright, so what are we gonna start with?
Okay, so we're starting with the Blue Lagoon, which is on the end, and then we're gonna move to the Sunrise Sunset. Next is the Mojito Rose. Next is Purple Rain. And last is it's kind of a dessert one, but it's like eggnog, but Caribbean version.
Okay.
So in my opinion, it's much better than the average eggnog, but that's the best way to describe it, but the Caribbean side of it.
Yum. That lychee?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a problem. It's really good. So, if I wanted to get a custom Say Some Show punch, that's possible?
Absolutely. We can discuss. I recently did a custom one. She was looking for kind of a fall, autumn type taste. So I did a fusion of tastes and a hint of like cinnamon, which you wouldn't think inside of a punch, but it turned out really good. I made it with also like apple cider and infused different tastes into that, and it turned out actually pretty good. So I also do larger batches, so typically 1 liter bottles. I do 1 gallon rent out, so I rent out a 1 gallon container. I would deliver in a separate jug for when you're ready to set it up, and I get it all going for you, and
nice.
do that as well for
I love that.
larger get-togethers.
Like that.
Next on this list there is the Sunrise Sunset, and that one is inspired by the Caribbean rum punch. So there is, it's fruit punch based, but it's infused with multiple different punches and juices, and that's how it works. And then there's a secret ingredient there that you may or may not taste.
Okay.
So when you take a sip of that, you'll know. And this time you will.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Is the secret ingredient vanilla?
Well, you're close though. You're close. We'll discuss the secret ingredient afterwards.
Okay, my bad. So is this the most popular one?
That's the most, no, actually Blue Lagoon has recently become the most popular. This was the first one launched, Sunrise Sunset. So between the two, I would have to say the blue is the most popular. This is runner-up. Mojito Rose. So it is ultimately your basic mojito, but it is infused with rose and coconut. So if you want to take a smell, and it's actually infused with real rose bud heads. So if you want to even take a smell of that. So these are true real rose bud heads, and then it also has gourmet rose syrup in there to help with the rose taste. So that's what's in that one.
So I'll say this is what caught my attention. This is what got me intrigued. When I first saw you post this, I wanted to order it, and then I thought to myself, maybe you'll be open to setting up a little
tasting.
something. So
Absolutely.
I want to see it in person.
So I will say that this one definitely caught eyes.
Yes, it's
up to
beautiful.
people because just the way it looked and having
yes.
the rose heads in there and the mint. So yeah.
Cheers. I love that.
So this one gives a bit more of that refreshing taste because it's not so much of a punch, but I wanted to give. Let's go about have a family of different kinds of flavors going amongst my two starters of the Sunrise, Sunset, and the Blue Lagoon. So this one was kind of that refreshing taste, but the rose taste kind of gives it that kind of cool, like, oh wow, takes your mojito level to the next level. Next up would be my third popular, which would be, I call it Purple Rain, because with the purple on the top, I thought that would be a good name to go with it.
Do you like the song Purple Rain?
I do very much like the song Purple Rain. So this one is a mango infused with lavender and other secret flavors in there. The top is the lavender. This one we actually want to mix together. You have a little stir there. So it gets presented like that with the purple on top and then the pineapple at the bottom. And it's infused with something called orgeat syrup, which is made from almonds. So I'll have you actually take a smell of that before tasting, which is this one here. So this is the orgeat syrup. So it doesn't necessarily smell directly like almond, but it is made from almonds.
You can smell the undertone.
Yes,
Just the
definitely.
undertone.
So once mixed together, the presentation isn't as pretty, but the taste is there.
Once you mix it together. That's really good.
Yeah, and that's one thing for me. I don't necessarily like taking a sip of an alcoholic beverage and tasting the alcohol, because then I'm not tasting any flavors. I want the alcohol to be there 100%, but I don't want every sip. I was like, oh, because alcohol doesn't really taste good. Some people do like certain tastes of alcohol, but I'm not that person. Like, I'm not a whiskey person, so I wouldn't necessarily have a glass of whiskey at the end of the night. I would want just kind of a punch, or sometimes I'll do wine. But alcohol, I don't like it taking away from the taste of the flavor.
Yes.
So, and that ultimately means it's not too strong. But when it comes to DCP, if you have a glass or two, you're going to feel it. It's not going to hit you right away. It will sneak up on you, which is the goal. It needs to sneak up on you a little bit.
I am lit. I'm having trouble concentrating. But 1000%, I feel like this DZP is gonna be a problem at you guys' party, because this does a good job of masking the alcohol, but also allowing your tongue to just have a dance party.
Yes. Not just no nasty tasting of anything.
Yes, and you already, DZP already sounds like a problem. Like, what are you sipping on? DZP, what?
Lastly, I have, it's called Punch Crema. So this is the one that I described as eggnog, but eggnog like times 100. It's not an eggy taste. It's not your typical taste of eggnog. It has nutmeg in there, so you're getting the smells of nutmeg right now. It's fresh nutmeg that's actually grated into it. It's not your powdered nutmeg that you go to the grocery store and buy. So this is a real strong, intense taste, but a very fun taste. And it's typically made around the Christmas season, so it's more of a Christmas beverage. But you would sit around with family and just sit down and talk, and just like how you'd have a glass of eggnog, you would have a glass of Punch Crema, and you just have an excellent time.
Wow. It's like a cupcake.
I've never heard it described as a cupcake before.
It tastes like dessert.
Yep.
A nice
definitely.
dessert in a glass. And I'm shocked because you could smell the alcohol very strongly. As soon as you take a sip, you don't taste it.
No.
Insane! I don't understand. I'm scared.
But that's just the infusion of the flavors. When you get a proper flavor going and you add the alcohol shouldn't take away from your taste. So again, this can be without any alcohol in it, and you will 100% love the way it tastes.
Anyways, guys, that concludes my episode. Hopefully, this day encourages you to go out there and do whatever you want. Maybe you might try some DZP. If you are, I would recommend Mojito Rose. That was delicious. Alright? Go out there, try something new, explore all of your senses, and enjoy your life, because I mean, hey, tomorrow's not guaranteed, so you might as well do whatever you want to do, okay? I love you guys so much, and have yourself a blessed day. Bye!